Well, good morning. This is Mark Evans, your instructor. Welcome to week 8 of our COM 151 class. Hope that you are enjoying the class so far and learning a lot about the Microsoft Office suite of products that are available to all of us to help us in our personal lives and in our professional lives. So far, we've looked at Outlook a little bit. We've looked at OneNote, Microsoft Word. We've looked at Microsoft Excel. This week we're going to start looking at Microsoft Access. Microsoft Access is a relational database that allows us to collect information, manipulate it in ways that are useful to us, to create queries or questions, and to build reports based on that data. A relational database is kind of similar to what the name is called. It relates to a lot of things that are in it, and what I mean by that is you can create different tables, which for me or you may come across as chapters or individual sheets of information. In a database, they're called tables. So we can create multiple tables. We can create queries, which are questions. We can recreate reports that we may need to show us information from all the data that we put in it. So why is it relational? Is because we use a key or a key number, a key word, or what have you for each record that we put in to the database. And regardless of how many tables, queries, reports, what have you that we build, as long as that record has the same key, the information will transfer across all categories. For an example, we see this a lot of times when you're assigned a student ID number. That student ID number may be your key. So I put in your student ID and I can see what books you have at the bookstore. I put your key in for financial aid. I may put your key in for what classes you've had and which ones you need. I may put your key in for things you need for graduation, etc. Each of those overall pieces of information might be in a table behind the scenes, if you will, but because you have a student ID, when there's searching to be done or questions to be asked, the computer will go out and look for your ID number across all of those things and then bring that information back. So it's a really, really good tool to keep a lot of information and then to be able to access it really, really easy. One of the neat things about tables and databases is that we can build what people call dashboards. You use these dashboards every day. If you play on the internet or do things on the internet, you use a lot of databases and have no idea that you're using them, because databases or screens are built for you to put information in. For an example, I did most of my Christmas shopping this year on Amazon Prime. So I went out, found what I wanted, bought it, etc. All of that stuff really is in a database that Amazon has built. And so I do searches or queries looking for a computer or looking for clothes or looking for whatever I'm looking for. The query goes out into that database and finds that, brings it back to me in a report to show me what I might want to buy. And then there's other software that deals with the credit card and the shopping cart and things like that. But I don't have to worry about how does a database work or how to use a database. I just use the dashboard or the screens that Amazon has built for me to access that information. If you work in a hospital, a doctor's office, or a lot of different places and you input information into a computer, often it's simply a dashboard sitting, if you will, over top of a database that makes it easy for you to put things in without having to worry about all the mechanics that are going on behind the scenes. The other thing that's cool about, I think, about databases are that you can build queries. In other words, I can build a question. I can say how many of this is that, or what's the address for that, or what's the name of that. And I can save that query, and no matter how many times I go back, that query will be updated and we'll have that information. We see that, I think, in Amazon Prime. When you pull up and you see your browsing history, that really is a query basically saying, show me everywhere Mark's been, when he's shopping on Amazon. Or if I'm watching movies, show me my favorite movies and stuff. So those are queries that are built behind the scenes, and I don't have to go type in all that information. It just automatically is there because it's been saved. Additionally, I can create reports. A lot of times in business world, you have meetings once a week, once a month, what have you, and there's certain amounts of information that you're required to bring to the meeting. For an example, every Thursday morning I have a staff meeting. I have to talk about safety. I have to talk about absenteeism. I have to talk about attendance issues, etc. Using a database, I can create the report of the information I need for that meeting, and each Thursday morning just simply print it out instead of having to do a whole lot of work trying to figure out what the numbers are or what the information is. So by using keys like social security numbers, student IDs, etc., we tag information. That information transports across all of the database, if you will, and then we can do a lot of manipulating information to get out the stuff that we want. Now that's a whole lot of work. It is a lot, and it is a lot of work. There's a lot of work that goes into building a good database. Once it's built, it operates very flawlessly and does a good job. But it does take quite a bit of work to get one built. You're only going to be working on Microsoft Access for 1 week, so hopefully what we come away with this week is just an understanding of what databases are, and maybe it whets your appetite to take additional classes in Access at some point down the road. If you have any questions, let me know. We'll try to help you as best as we can. I did complete the number 4 Zoom conference call on Saturday. And that link will be coming out to you if you didn't attend the class. It is a graded session just like the others. It goes into your assignments grade in the grade book, and if you didn't attend, then you can watch the recording, send me an email, and I will update your grade accordingly. Again, this is week 8. We only have 8, 9, and 10 to go, so please be checking your grade book, catching up late work. We have made adjustments to the assignments. So some of you had asked, saying that you were being locked out or what have you. Those hopefully have been all addressed. But if you're having any kind of problems like that, please let me know and we'll help you out. With that said, I hope that you have a great week, and I'll see you in class.